Okay guys, welcome to the channel. We're back down here trying to fish. We had started with the other phone, but the other phone died. Or whatever, I don't know what it went on with it. But we're trying to fish. We did get some bites already, but so far nothing. We've not caught nothing. So we're gonna get right back at it. We're trying to see what's going on here. We got some big ones in the water or what, I don't know. But we had bites for a moment and then it quit. May not be a good day with all this crud coming through. They might have plenty to eat and they may not be hungry. So we just have to wait and see what happens. Might have to find a good location where they're biting. They may not be biting too well on this side today. So far we've got nothing on this one. They don't even want to cast right. Just wants to thump. We're going to let it sit there and see if anything comes towards it. And we're going to try this one out over that away a little bit more. I believe there's too much crud in here for them to bite much at the moment. We may have to wait till the water clears. We're going to go that away though and try. Hopefully you guys can see where I'm at. Well, I hope. I think you get a pretty good view of the pond where the way I got it set. This could be a day we don't catch nothing. Sometimes it's that way. You never know when you go fishing if you're going to catch anything or not. You're not guaranteed nothing. But it's still fun. I still enjoy it. I still enjoy doing it. We do have something playing with it up there. He ain't big enough to bite it, I don't think, but he's trying. Could be we may have to move out of the crud and move to that side. I don't know. I'm giving him time to get it good, but he ain't biting down. He's just playing with it. I think we're into that junk too much. I think we caught up in that crud. Nah, maybe not. He hit it hard that time, but I wasn't ready for him. So that was my fault on that one. He probably took the worm. We're going to give him just a second to see. I think he might be playing with it still. Yeah, he got it. We still missed him. Had too much slack in our line. Oh well. We definitely let him get the worm that time. And he did. Well, he got it all but a piece. We might try that little piece and see if he still bites. Oop, that's too far over. We'll go back right there, see if they bite in that area. That still ain't the same exactly where it was at, but it's close. But there's a lot of crud in that area too, so may not do no good. May have to come out a little bit. give him a little more worm and a little out of the crud. So let's get a little more worm. That junk is all everywhere. Yeah, see, it's still building up a bunch of junk. Bunch of junk getting on there. The old crud gets on there, they won't back. Can't see the worm. Alright, we'll get a new worm. Put on there. That way they can't see it. Right here. We got it baited good. And here we go, guys. See what we do. We'll leave it right there and try it. We're going to move this one out of the way because we're going to end up knocking it in the water. There he goes. He's after it. He had it, but we let him get away. I think he's biting the worm and not getting the hook, because he's already pulled it about half off. But he's not going to get it that easy. We're going to make him work at it at least. So we're going to go back. We're going to try right back over that way. I may have to take that other reel and go a little deeper. I'm fishing about 2 feet here, and the other one's about 1 foot, so it might be a little deeper. Sometimes that makes a difference. Sometimes it don't. But I'm not seeing anything even remotely trying to bite that one. We're just gonna let it sit there for a few. It's not hurting nothing being in the water. But I don't think anything's gonna bite it. I don't think we're going to be getting any bites on it anytime soon. We are on this one though. I think I missed him. Again. He's a fast little one. He is fast. He must be too small to get on the hook. Although he hit it pretty hard. We got him this time. He's on there. He's going to be a bluegill. And he's going to be a nice size one too. Nice size bluegill. Right here's going to be our first one. Nice little bluegill. Or sun granny, whichever you call it. I call it a bluegill. And I also call it, give me back my worm. Nah, it's just a piece. You can have it. Go ahead, buddy. So Tony's caught one now. Only one. And missed, I don't know how many. Of course, it could have been the same fish. I never know. I'm not in the water. But we have caught one. One is better than none. That's what I always say. Even if I get one person watching when I do the live in a little while, one is better than none. Always remember, one is better than none. Or are we gonna have to try again over that way anyway? Let's see what we get. All right, guys, we're back out, trying again. We already got a bite. He might have got the worm. He hit pretty hard. But as quick as we threw it in, we'll wait and see. Give it just a couple of seconds. He may have got the worm. but I don't think so. Let him get off, darn it. That was a good bite. And we'll keep getting this junk every time. So we have to keep cleaning the hook off, or they can't see the worm. Alright, we're going to go back over that way and try again. We did get like a little nibble on the other reel. Oh, wait a minute, we got something going on here. I think. Let's see what's going on with this. We're either crossed around the eye at the top. We are. Can't cast if it gets crossed around your eye up there, it won't roll in, won't cast. And that's what happened. So we're going to try it again. Hopefully, we got it fixed. We did miss a second one so far. And you won't get them all. You'll miss some. That's the luck of the draw. Something was biting it as I was pulling right there. He may have grabbed the worm and pulled it off. So much of this junk is floating through at the moment. It's making it hard for them to see the worm, for one. And every time you cast it, it's getting that crap all over the reel and the worm. He did get the worm. I thought he might have. I was afraid he did when I felt that jerk when I was reeling it. So he got the worm as I was reeling it. As quick as I threw it in and went to tighten it. He cleaned it completely off. That means we got to get another worm. But a couple of them ain't looking too healthy. So we're going to try to use them up first. I'm surprised they even biting some of them. But one little pull, and when your worms is like that, it just pulls them right apart. And that's what they're doing. They're pulling it right apart and right off the reel. I was hoping these worms would stay good and alive for Sunday, but it don't look like they're going to be good till Wednesday. So nevertheless, Sunday. So we'll see what happens now. We put some more worm on. We're going to give it another shot. And we already got a bite. And we missed him. Twice. Whoa. And I think he got the worm. That worm is so rotted, that one was, that piece, that they just pulled it right off. But I'd rather use them. That way they're not wasted. We ain't got much of it left. I'm thinking it's just a couple. But some of them was moving pretty good, when I looked at them. I figured if we put it on there good enough, then we might catch them anyways. But we'll see. We will see. Got that in a little far. I don't know if they'll bite that close or not. Got it almost to the bank. We're going to move it a minute and see if they bite. May have to reel it back in. No, he got it. He bit it anyway, so we didn't get him, but he bit it. I'm surprised he even bit it. That close to the bank. He may have got it all off already. Because that worms is not too sturdy. He may have got the worm already. That is not good. It's covered with crud, for sure. He got majority of it already. We're going to try it again with what's left on there. I may have to get a live worm in a minute, one I can actually do some good with. We're not having much luck with that one. They're biting it, but they pull it right off. One hit. And you need them to hit sometimes more than once before you can catch them. And so far, we're not having much luck. Not with the rotten worms. There's just a couple of them that passed on, I guess you could call it. My refrigerator must be awful cold for them, because it must have just about froze them in my fridge. But they're still trying to bite it, so that's all that matters. There's no wiggle in it. Ooh, something hit it then. That was something. That's a bluegill, but boy, it hit weird. I think something else hit it before this did, though. Well, here's our second one. It's going to be another bluegill right here. It's a decent sized one, not real big. But one little hit, though, and he took the worm. Well, we got a liver piece going to be going on this time. A little bit better piece. So who knows? We might get number 3. We're at number 2. So who knows? You never know with fishing. You never know. And I always like to run my worms up to them. And it covers the hook, and then go latch it around a couple times. That way, I know the worm's on good. And hopefully, they don't pull it right off. But we'll see. Sometimes they do. Ooh, that hit it as quick as I threw it in. Boy, they was hungry there in that spot. I didn't even get it thrown in the water, and he hit it. But I think he got the worm already. But we're going to have to check. But he did hit it good. Right off the bat. And we caught some green stuff again. More of that old junk. He pulled most of the worm off first hit. He hit it hard. But we're going to try it again and see what happens. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Right there's about where I want it. Perfect spot. Perfect spot. We got one here. While we had him, we let him get off. But he hit it good too. Perfect spot. Right there in the perfect spot. But he just about got the worm off. So we're not going to let him get the worm that easy. We're going to put it back on. If we can get this stuff off our reel. The wind is up. I do apologize if you're hearing the wind. I do apologize. Nothing I can do about the wind. But just keep on fishing. Yeah. We're going to go right back there and see if we get a bite. We got a bite, but we missed him. And they hit it hard right there. Quick as you throw it in. Those are some fast fish. Fast and the furious. He may have got the worm that quick, because he hit it pretty hard. We'll give it a minute. See? Anything happens. Maybe give it a twirl or two. A twirl. I think he got the worm that quick. So that was quick. Boy, he nailed it as quick as I threw it in there. He did nail it as quick as I threw it in there. Ah, that junk. I swear that stuff's so aggravating. Every time you roll it out, you grab a big bunch of that junk. You gotta pull it off. I've got a pal that started out here already. He got the worm too. He did get the worm, guys. That quick. So now we're gonna go back with some more worm. Try again right there. These hooks, though, if anybody fishes that knows anything about the hooks and stuff, they took the claw off these hooks, most of them, and they don't have that extra claw in the back. So unless you get them perfectly, most time you ain't going to get them sometimes because of the hook. These hooks are not the same hooks they used to be years ago. We had claws in the back of the hooks years ago. These don't have it. These are smooth on the back. The extra little claw helps you hook them sometimes. And once they got it, they couldn't spit it out as much. Now they can spit it right out with no repercussion. They can just get it right out of them, spit it right out. I don't know if we got a bite a minute ago and we got the worm or what. We're going to give it a second. See what happens. He's a biting. And we're a missing. We did miss him. That was our fault. He did bite. There he goes again. And we missed him again. We missed him for the second time. He hit hard. He probably got the worm that time. We'll give it a second and see. And I believe he got it. I believe he got the worm, guys. What do you think? Did he get the worm? He got most of it. He got most of it. He left a tiny little piece on there, which we're going to push right back on there. And we're going to go right back at it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go right back at it. We're going to go out a little further. Maybe avoid him. He might be small. I don't know. I didn't catch him, so I don't know if he's big or small. I do know something else hit it right there. And a good hit, too. But we missed it. And we missed him again for the second time. Third time. Wow. We just missing him right and left today, ain't we? And I'd say he got the worm after that many hits. This stuff's aggravating. It's even on my floater now. I can move, but if I move, then I got to worry about the place to put the tripod up and all that. And I don't want to do all that. Don't want to have to fool with all that. Up here, I got a good solid place to put the tripod and all that. We got one little piece left on there. We're going to try one time and see if he bites it. If they don't, then we'll throw it some worm on. So we're going to go back out with just a small piece, and we're going to see if they do any good on it. If they even hit it. They might, and they might not. At least with that bigger floater, we can see it better. I can see it better. Sometimes. Depends on how the glare is. If the glare is pretty bad, I can't see it. Right now at the moment, it's not too bad. I can't see it. They may not bite that with just that little bit of piece of worm, though. Because it is very little. I try to move it around a little bit every once in a while, give it a spin or two to see if they might try to bite it. They usually want that hook full, though, so they got a bunch to rip off. That way they can rob you. Be bait robbers. Yeah. We got some bait robbers in here right now we're catching, or trying to catch. We ain't catching them. Them are bait robbers. He was on there and I let him get off. I think he's give up on it finally. No, he ain't give up yet. He's a bait robber, though. He is a bait robber. I had him and let him get. I let him get. That was my fault. I let him get. About 4 times I let him get. That's all right. Can't catch them all. We have caught, what, 3? Something like that. I know we've caught a couple anyways. But that's all right. We catch what we catch. We catch what we catch. We're going to leave it sit there for a moment. I think he's going to bite it. What do you think? Think he's going to bite that little piece of worm? Who thinks he's going to bite that little piece of worm? I think he's going to, and I missed him again. For the 4th time. For the 4th time, we missed him. And he got the worm this time. So we're going to have to give him a piece of worm this time. I got to move this junk out of my way. Hold on a minute, guys. Oh, seaweed stuff. We done caught a lot of it already. If I can count that, I've got about 4 or 5 pieces. I would like to have had little red worms, but I think they make more money if they sell you night crawlers. So all they're carrying right now is night crawlers. Every time I ask about red worms, she's like, nope, ain't got none. Gotta have night crawlers. And they're like, I don't know, I paid like $8 for 2 little containers of worms. It's like 24 worms. You get a dozen, or I think it is, for $4. He's already bit it. See that quick? I thought he'd think he did. He may not have. That might have been just my eyes playing tricks on me. Never know. We're getting ready for when he does bite it. If he does. They could go like the other day. They could just up and quit. They did bite the other day, and then all of a sudden they just quit biting. Sometimes they do that. I don't know if it's because big fish move in or what. I don't know. We missed him again. That one there is getting to be annoying. He is getting annoying. He may have got the worm that quick though. Because he is a bait robber. I think he's trying to bite there, but I wouldn't swear to it. Something is. It's kind of wiggling a little bit. We're gonna roll it in, check. I think he was trying to take the worm off. Yeah, see, he was trying, but he didn't get it. He didn't succeed. We're gonna go out a little further, get away from him. He's little, probably too little to bite. Sometimes they're that way. They're too little to get on there. They just take the worm and hook to the worm and not big enough to get the hook. That one was a good hit as quick as I threw it in. So he may have got it already. No, he didn't get it, but he probably did earn that mess. Ah, you son of a gun. Oh, I love it when they do that. They just keep aggravating you. He did get majority of the worm, though. He got majority of it. He did. He's left us very little. But we're not going to let it just have it. We're going to try to... Oh, I see what's going on. There's a big old carp swimming right there. You just can't see him, but he's about a 2 foot long flopping through there. That could be what's still in the worm. Could be that dang old carp. Could be. You never know. But he's right here messing up my fishing. Because when that big fish is out, the littler fish are afraid to move. Them old carps scooping up whatever they can get. And I'm in the grass over here, dang it. I knew I missed him because of the stupid grass. He probably got the worm that time, guys. I got tangled in this grass over here. Go on, carp, get out of here. Yeah, I think he got the worm one time I was fooling with this, getting off that piece of grass. Ah, we got a bunch of that junk. Go on, carp. He's just swimming around taunting the fish over here is what he's doing. He's right in there and he's going back and forth. I wish I could knock him in the head and get him out of the way. He's right in that area. He's about a 2 foot away from my bobber right at the moment. Going right past. He's going the other direction. Maybe he'll get out of here now. Maybe he's seen what he's seen and he don't want nothing from over here and he's leaving. We can only hope. And I ended up in a bad area, so I'm going to roll it back in, guys. Because I caught junk right off the bat.